Welcome back, friends. I'm so happy you're here with me today. We're going to be together for about 30 minutes. So let's tuck those heels up under the seat. Meet me in hero. And we'll start with 3 cleansing, audible breaths to really get you grounded. So inhale deeply through the nose, open the mouth, and sigh it out. Good job. Inhale through the nose, filling up the lungs all the way, and then open the mouth and let it go. Last time, inhale through the nose, and exhale softly out of the mouth. Notice how you already feel a shift in your energy. Reaching the right arm out to the side, fingertips reaching for the ground. Let's just take a no arm side stretch. So letting the head be super heavy as you kind of toss the upper body back and forth, opening the neck, the shoulders, and the ribs. So just going from left to right, letting gravity do the work here. Return to center. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, bend those elbows, finding goddess arms. This is a wonderful way to find power within yourself and also find some release in the chest and shoulders. Let's bring those elbows to touch in front of your face and then open them back up, maybe lifting the gaze to the ceiling. Closing the arms, stretching the shoulder blades apart, and then inhale to open as you stretch the pectoral muscles. Wonderful work. Let's float those arms down to your side, letting the fingertips graze the earth. Let's add the arm here this time as we tilt to the right. Option to take that arm long over the head, but you can definitely repeat the no arm side stretch if that feels good. So just taking our side body opening exercises here a little bit deeper. All the while trying to deepen and lengthen the inhales and exhales. Finding stillness in center, taking one cleansing breath, and then inhale, reaching those arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend those elbows, finding goddess arms again. Bringing the elbows to touch. Let's bring the spine a little bit more into this movement this time. So taking a vertical cat-cow almost as you bring the elbows in, rounding the upper back. And then opening the chest, drawing those shoulder blades together. Gently placing the palms onto your mat, moving into tabletop. So pressing into the tops of the feet, shoulders are drawing away from the ears as you press the earth away from you, clawing through the fingertips. Let's take some organic, intuitive movement here. So rotating the hips and the head, just working out any tension or kinks that you come across as you kind of scan the body. Maybe having a quiet conversation internally with the body, asking it what it needs. Whether you're ending a hard week or getting ready to start a new week, it's so important just to check in with what you're feeling. Let's come to center and begin some regular cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, spread the collarbone wide. Exhale, belly button to spine, pressing into the tops of the feet for that Halloween cat. Continuing on your own natural breath cycle. Welcoming some attention to the spine. Now moving into our puppy pose here. So walking the knees back just a little bit as you reach the hands forward and melt the heart down to the earth. This is a very deep stretch, so only take it to your level, your edge that feels right today. But this is a wonderful counter pose if you've been sitting at a desk all week or maybe driving for a long time. Really gets into that upper back region. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can take the chin to the mat instead of the forehead. Mindfully dropping the hips down to the mat, grounding through the elbows as you lift up into a Sphinx pose before you gently release the forehead to come fully onto the ground. Taking a moment here to check back in with your body. Check back in with your thoughts and your breath. Let's bring a little warmth to the legs, drawing one heel in towards the buttocks. Releasing that leg down and then drawing the opposite heel in. Good job. Let's kick the first leg in again and release. And now the second side, drawing the heel in towards the butt. Exhale to softly take it back down to the earth. Reaching back on your right side, grabbing the toes with your hand. Let's add a little bit of pressure, deepening that stretch on the front of the right leg. Rest of the body is relaxed. So try not to hold tension in other areas of your body. Let's release the hand and foot back down to the mat, and we'll take that to the other side. So squaring the hips and shoulders to the ground the best that you can. Being careful not to pull or tug on the rotator cuff or knee too much. This is just meant to be a gentle stretch. And a moment to reconnect. Perfect. Releasing the leg and the hand. Maybe turning onto one cheek. And then let's draw both feet up, bringing the soles of the feet to touch. So you're going to turn the legs out a bit and take our frog position here. Ideally, you would love the feet to be all the way down to the ground, but some bodies, we just don't have that range of motion. So you'll see my feet are off of the ground here, but I still feel a really deep stretch in that hip area. If you would like to add a bit of movement, you can drop one heel to the ground and then the other, just kind of rocking the feet and hips back and forth. Keeping the focus inward. Wonderful. Reversing that motion, bringing the knees down to the mat. Let's tuck the toes, lifting the knees off of the mat, just finding some nice engagement in those leg muscles. Heels are reaching back. This should feel really good. Nice stretch on the toes without too much pressure, while keeping the upper body relaxed. Let's draw the palms under the shoulders. Inhale, press up for baby cobra. Exhale, release the forehead to mat. Keeping the toes tucked. Inhale, find your baby cobra. Gaze is forward. Exhale to lower down. One more time. Drawing a line with your nose all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale to release. Untuck the toes. Let the whole body relax. And then press on up. Let's take our child's pose, knees touching, toes touching, arms are out long in front of you. Beautiful work, guys. Just give yourself this time to notice if your thoughts have wandered. And just softly invite them back to the mat. Notice how wonderful it feels to inhale and fill your lungs up with oxygen. And how comforting it is to exhale and feel every muscle in the body relax. Beautiful work. In your own time, let's press on up into downward facing dog. So giving yourself a moment to release the backs of the legs, maybe walking it out a bit before you come to stillness. And breathe in this wonderful pose. Downward facing dog lengthens all the major muscle groups in the body, so it's so beneficial on so many levels. Bending the knees, and then shoot it out into plank. Just gently. You don't have to take this too fast, so bend the knees deeply, sinking the hips towards the heels. And then with strength and control, press it out into our high plank. Rippling back into the down dog. And then last time, bend those knees, sinking the hips. And then stretching it out into that high plank position. Ripple back through the spine and find downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot up between the hands. Square the hips. Find your balance before taking airplane arms in this high lunge. So really finding the spine and neck connection here. So tucking the chin slightly, pulling the abdominals in, placing the weight into the right foot. Inhale as you rise up, stretching the arms towards the sky, finding length in that front body. And then exhale, framing the foot with the hands. Inhale, twisting to the right as your fingertips reach for the sky. Twisting from the belly button here. And then option to release the top hand to the lower back. Just providing some love and attention to the sacrum area. Let's drop that knee to the mat. Lift up. You can place the left hand on the right knee. Just taking our twist in a bit of a different posture here, wringing out those internal organs. Taking the left palm back down to the mat, reaching the right fingertips up and down to frame the foot. And let's find our wide-legged child's pose. Melt that heart to the ground. Knees are as wide as the edges of your mat. Feel that wonderful opening through the lower back and hip region. And come back to the breath. It's just you and your breath. If you'd like, you can take this opportunity to do another quick body scan. Noticing what else has shifted, what feels good and what might need some more attention. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let go. Deepening the breath, welcoming life back into the body. As we mindfully begin to rise up from our child's pose and press our hips back into downward facing dog. Let those heels sink heavy into the earth. Bending one knee and then the other. Deeply bend those knees before moving into your high plank, just building that heat a bit more. So bend the knees, find your high plank, and then ripple through the spine to find downward facing dog. Great work, everyone. Let's do that again. Deeply bend the knees. Shoot out into high plank before pressing back into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, engaging the belly button and the core. Press it out, high plank, strong arms. And then lengthen the whole body as you exhale and find downward facing dog. Let's walk the left foot up in between the hands. Grounding down through the front foot, releasing the shoulders away from the ears. When you found your balance, find those airplane arms. Focusing on the head to tail connection, really trying to make your body all one long line. Letting the energy travel up and down your spine. And then inhale, bringing the upper body up as you reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale to sink a little deeper into that front leg. Palms frame the foot. Inhale, fingertips reach to the sky to find our twist. Opening the heart here. If you choose, you can drop the top hand to the low back. Just offering another dynamic to this wonderful pose. Let's drop the knee to the earth. Bringing your right hand on top of the knee. Maybe taking the gaze behind you. Inhale and exhale. No stagnant energy here. So if anything, always be able to breathe. Releasing the hand back to the mat. Left fingertips go up and down as you frame the foot. Bringing the knees back to find our tabletop. And let's move into our pigeon. So drawing the right knee up to the top of the mat. Left leg is long behind you in the middle of your mat. Now you can stay upright if you choose. I love to lower my upper body to the ground. Put one hand on top of the other to rest my forehead down. Just release everything here. How heavy can you make yourself? How can you make this pose easier for yourself? Is your jaw clenched, toes holding tension? Just let it all go. Wonderful work. Let's reverse the position, just nice and slow. shaking out that right leg. Before we move to the other side, left foot comes up between the hands. Setting ourselves up for greatness here, so squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Inhale to find length, and exhale to lower the forehead down if you choose to. Feeling the work you've put in start to solidify and enter the cells of your being. Pigeon pose is such a wonderful release. A treat, if you will. Time to relax and just let the body be. Deeply inhaling. Softly exhaling. Feeling joy spread through your entire being. Gently press yourself up as you come back to earth. Just shaking out the hips, wiggling the ankles before pressing it back into downward facing dog. Let's walk the feet up to the hands, letting the head be super heavy, keeping a micro bend in those knees. Crossing the arms, finding ragdoll. This is a wonderful decompression for the spine. It can oddly be pretty intense, so just listen to your body. On an exhale, release the arms and begin to stack bone on top of bone as you roll up. Shoulders, neck, and head are the last to stack as you find yourself in Tadasana, mountain pose. It's as though you are reborn. Deeply inhale, and as you exhale, flutter the eyes open. Find a smile, and let's stretch out those feet. So just kind of crunching the toes on the ground, reversing that motion by really pressing into the top pad of your foot, spreading the toes wide. Taking this on both sides. There's so many nerve endings in our feet. It's really nice to show them some attention and love. Helps stimulate our brains and the rest of our body. Rolling out the wrists and the ankles. And then let's turn to face the wide edge of your mat. Feet are wider than hips distance apart and at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale as you sink down into our yogic squat. So it's a really lovely option to place a block under the hips here. Try not to let the chest concave. Try to keep it open and bright. And then sit on back. Let's come into our easy pose. We're going to find that side stretch again. So grounding down through the sits bones, taking our no arm side stretch to the left and right. Opening up those sinus cavities in the neck. Letting the shoulders release down the back. No longer tense. Coming to find stillness and center. Closing the eyes. Let's bring the hands to heart center in prayer position. Thanking yourself for taking this time and doing something good for your body. We'll close by saying namaste. Thank you so much for being here, friends. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel, click that thumbs up button, and I will see you next time. Take care.